In this video, we're going to talk about prepositions. So what are prepositions? Prepositions are those little words that connect all of the bigger ideas in your sentence. Words like for, in, on, at, things like that, okay? So people make many mistakes with these. The first one we're going to look at is in or at for times of the day. So what I want you to do is look at these 4 sentences, see if you can see which one is wrong. Have a quick look. Which one do you think? The wrong one is the last one. We don't say in the night, we say at night. The rest of them are correct. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, but instead of in the night, it should be at night. The next rule we're going to look at is related to days, months, years, and things like that. So which prepositions should we be using? First of all, if it's the time, we say at 9 a.m. The day is on Tuesday, and also on is the date, so on the 10th of February. And then if we're talking about months or about years, we say in January, in 2030. Now, one other thing to know is if we're talking with next or last, we don't need to use the preposition. So, for example, here, we're not saying next on Tuesday, we're just saying next Tuesday. The next one we're going to look at is a very common one. It's for or since. Okay, now this is usually with the present perfect tense. That's like, I have done something, I have eaten something, I have finished something. Okay, so let's see how we should use for. For is for a length of time, all right? So for example, I have lived in Japan for 2 years. So I started living in Japan 2 years ago, and the time has gone on, and now I have been living in Japan for 2 years. That's the length of time. And then we could also say it for a shorter period of time. He has been in his bedroom for 3 hours. Okay, so again, we're talking about the length of time, and we use that word for in that situation. Then on the other hand, since is when we are starting from a point in time in the past, okay? So for example, I have known John since I was 10 years old. So we think back to when I was 10 years old, that's when me knowing John started. I met him then, and I've known him since then, okay? Another example, he has worked there since he graduated from university. So the point in time when him working there started was when he graduated from university. So remember, for is a period of time, it's how much time, and since is when something started. The next one is married with or married to. Now this is very common, but actually it's very simple. The rule is we never say married with someone. So for example, here's a correct one. He is married to Julia Roberts. Or we could say, she has been married to her husband for 20 years. Again, we're seeing that for how long they have been married. And when we're talking about married, we have some other correct possibilities that don't need a preposition. So very simply, they are married, they have been married since 2015, or they will get married next year. So for each of those, we're starting by talking about both of them, not just he gets married to her, we're saying they, all right? And in that situation, no preposition needed. The next one is also very common, and that is ask to someone or answer to someone. Now, what's the rule? The rule is that we never say ask to someone or answer to someone. We should say ask someone or answer someone. But there is a little bit more complication there because we can say something like, ask someone to do something, ask him to help you, things like that. And that's okay, but we never put ask, to, and someone together like that. Let's take a look at a couple of correct examples. The first one, I asked John for some money, but he said no. The next one, I asked Peter if he wanted to play, but he didn't answer me. So it's not he didn't answer to me, it's just answer me. And then the last one, I asked Sarah to help me finish my homework. So look carefully at that one. That one does have the to, but remember it's after the person that we are asking. It's not I ask to Sarah to help me. It's just I ask Sarah to help me. So for your challenge, I'm going to give you 5 sentences and you have to find the preposition mistakes and correct them. All right? Have a try now. So let's take a look at those answers. First of all, I have been married to my wife for 10 years. All right, the next one, we got married on the 31st of March in 2020, or more commonly, we'd actually say the 31st of March 2020, when we're saying the full complete date, including the day, month, and year, we can often take away that in about the year. The next one, our wedding was at night, and I asked her to marry me at the top of a mountain, so we're getting rid of that asked to her. And then the last one, she answered me straight away. Straight away means immediately, okay? And remember, it's not answered to me. We delete that to. Okay, so those are just some of the common preposition mistakes that people make when they're writing English. You can find lots more online, but I really suggest that you review those ones very carefully because they are very common and very easy for a native speaker to see. All right, I'll see you in the next video.